Today I'm with David Luiz, so that means we are going to be doing BPL Gameweek predictions, and this is game week 15, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah,
it's either 15 or 16. But before we look at this week, let's have a look back at last week. So last week I scored a grand total of 9, and I called Jamie Vardy to score in a 1-1 draw. I'm really pleased about that one. Whereas Dad, you only got 3, didn't you? Only 3.
Yes.
So after having a look at the overall scoreboard, I found out that it is now 80 points for me and 77 for Dad.
Oh well.
So you were in the lead until last week.
I need a good week then.
Yeah, let's get on with it.
Okay.
First fixture.
First fixture is Stoke versus Manchester City.
2-0 to Manchester City.
3-0 to Manchester City. Next up, Arsenal versus Sunderland.
I think this will be a relatively easy 3-0 Arsenal win.
Yeah, I think Arsenal back to form. Well, we've got some injuries. Don't know where we pick those up. 4-0 to Arsenal.
Next fixture.
Next up is Manchester United versus West Ham.
2-1 Man U.
Right, Man U are fast becoming the dullest team in the division. I'm going to say that is going to be a 1-0 victory to Man United.
Next fixture.
Next up, Southampton versus Aston Villa.
It's going to be a 2-1 Southampton win.
I think that'll be a comfortable 3-0 victory for Southampton.
Next fixture, Reno.
Next fixture is Swansea versus Leicester.
Right, Jamie Vardy, he will score for the 12th match in a row as Leicester run out 2-1 winners.
Yeah, I also fancy Leicester to win that one. I'm going to say 2-1 as well to Leicester, obviously. Next up is Watford versus Norwich.
Biggest match of the weekend. We beat them 3-0 home and away last season, so I think we will beat them again this time with a classic scoreline of 2-1.
I actually fancy a 2-2 draw.
Miserable. And the next fixture.
West Bromwich Albion versus Tottenham.
Well, West Brom, a very well disciplined team. Tottenham have been doing well in recent weeks, so I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw.
No, I think Tottenham are going to squeeze that one. I'm going to say 2-1 to Tottenham.
Okay, what's the next fixture then?
The next fixture is Chelsea versus Bournemouth.
Well, I'm going with a surprise 2-1 Bournemouth win.
Well, every week I predict that Chelsea are going to be back to form. And I think this is actually the week where I'm going to be right, and they're going to hammer Bournemouth, and it's going to be 4-0 to Chelsea.
Very optimistic. And on the Sunday game?
The Sunday game is Newcastle versus Liverpool.
I think after what Liverpool did to Southampton in midweek in the Cup, I think they're going to do it again, as they will stuff Newcastle 4-0.
Interesting one. I just think that Newcastle have been so hopeless of late. There must surely be a reaction at some point, and maybe this will be it. So I'm going to go for a tight 1-0 win for Newcastle.
And then the final game played on the Monday will be
Everton versus Crystal Palace.
2 teams who do well every season, but never quite Europa League or Champions League form. They're always going to be there or thereabouts. So I'm going to go 1-0.
I think Everton are in good form at the moment. I think they'll win this 3-1.
Okay, so does that wrap it up for the games?
That wraps it up.
Brilliant. However, what are we going to show them, Dad? Come on, you forgot this last week.
Our fantasy football team.
Yes, he's on the ball this week. Mr. Intelligent managed to film this at about 12 o'clock, so that was too late to make changes to the fantasy football team. What a failure. So we couldn't change anything. So essentially it's exactly the same as last week. I've had an absolute mare. So don't film BPL Game Week 15 predictions on a Saturday. So I hope we have backed your team to win this weekend, and I hope you agree with our fantasy football team.
Unless it's Watford.
Yep, unless it's Watford. So yeah, we're coming for you, Watford. We'll beat you again. Yep, calling it. So what are we going to thank our lovely viewers for doing?
Watching.
And?
Liking.
And?
seeing us next time.
Subscribing. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.